Hey guys, Dan with Boss Hammer, the founder of Boss Hammer. Thanks for your time. This afternoon, I'd like to introduce our brand new Pro Plus series. We are 100% American owned and 100% American made. We're a family owned business and nothing here is outsourced. Everything is made right here on American soil. People ask, well, why titanium? It's so expensive. Well, there's a couple of reasons. First of all, the titanium hammer itself weighs 45% less by volume than a steel hammer. Additionally, there's 30% less felt recoil, and I don't know about you, but I'm starting to get a few years on me, and I'm starting to understand that I've only got one back, one wrist, one elbow, and one shoulder, and the less weight and the less shock that I feel, the better off that I am. The first is a 14-ounce hammer that is 14.5 inches from out to out. The next is a 16-ounce hammer, which is 16 inches out to out. All those dimensions are very, very important, and I'll go over that with you in just a second. My favorite hammer is this 14-ounce Pro Plus Series hammer. As I said, it's 14.5 inches out to out. The reason that that's important is that 14.5 inches is a center clear spacing of a 16-inch frame wall, so you could utilize it if you had to in framing. The 16-ounce model is 16 inches out to out, so also you could use that in layout if you had to. They both have a rip claw design, which is a straighter claw option. We've got an anti-ring rib on the underside, so you don't have to worry about the hammer ringing. The rip claw design allows you to get between framing members much easier. We've got nail pullers in the top of the head on either side, so depending on how you're hanging on the hammer at the time, you need to get to a nail, you can utilize either one of them. We've got a magnetic nail starter in the top of that with a nail slot big enough for a duplex nail or a double-headed nail. We've got a hexagon-shaped face, which is unique to the industry. The beauty of that is it allows you to nail up tight against the wall to set a toenail with either of those ears, depending on how you're hanging on the hammer, how you're striking the nail to set a toenail. And you can 90 out of a corner with this flat surface and the handle being at a 90-degree angle. We also had many suggestions and requests for a side nail puller. Well, you asked, and now we offer a side nail puller. This thing works like a charm. You just hook the nail, lift, you got 10 times the leverage. It's quick, it's easy. I love the options. Thanks for the request. We got her done. We also have our Boss squaring system. That is the claws, the bottom shoulder of the head, and the bottom of the head line up, creating a perfect 90 with the handle right here. On this 14-ounce hammer, you've got a 13-inch straight edge. On the 16-ounce hammer, you've got a 14.5-inch straight edge. We also have all of your angle cuts on here, your claws being the pivot point. You've got a stick rule on here. On the opposite side, you've got all your angle cuts and your common and rafter cuts. We offer this both in imperial and metric. Additionally, sliding down the hammer, we've got a quick 45 squaring shoulder right here. You just push that up against the framing member there, mark the neck of the hammer, and you've got a 45-degree angle marked. The handle here is a TPE overmolded handle. It's encapsulated between two titanium cast hubs, giving it great support. You don't have to worry about that handle sliding or twisting. And in the very end of the hammer, we've got a 13mm 6-point wrench for changing circular saw blades. It'll work for 1/2 inch. And the last thing that was requested was a tether hole. Guys were saying, hey, you need to get a tether hole in that hammer, doing scaffolding work specifically. So you've got a 1/4 inch tether hole there for you guys that need it. Learn more about this awesome hammer on our website at bosshammerco.com. And check out our dealer locator, where you can get your hands on this hammer and really see how this thing feels.